books did you read this year, 2025? All of that's not the question. That's not the question. I'll tell you the real question. But first, let me tell you my top 5 of my top 25 books for the year 2025. Hi, my name is Abasiama Udum, and this is the highlight. Today, I want to talk about my top 5 books from my top 25 books of 2025. So, I read lots of books in 2025, but I have a top 25 because it's year 2025. Got it? It's the punning. I mean, is it pun or is it rhyming? Okay, but here is my top 5 of 25. First, on number 5, I have my list right here. First on number 5 is Black Sun Rising by author S.K. Okay, I was an arc reader for this book, girl. So this thriller was thrilling. I had to, at a point, just pause the book, go on Google to search the conspiracy theories in this book, if they were real or not. Because also, what were you doing playing with my heart like that? I was worried. I was thinking about who is the person, who is it. There were red flags, red herrings everywhere, and I couldn't know the real bad guy till the very last chapters. Still, it was an easy 5-star read for me. It was a beautiful chance to read for an amazing author. The reviews that came in to alongside my own also showed that we knew what we're talking about. The author did absolutely well with this book. Okay, coming in at number 4 is What the Fireflies Knew by Kai Harris. So he's a young adult. Young adult. It's a 7 to 13-ish. Okay, teenage read. Now, Kai Harris did a major banger with that book. Like, I read it in a group for a group project, and we are all told to talk about the book. Everybody kept saying that she did well. One thing stood out to me was the language. So she used the language that a teenager in America in the 90s would use. You know what that did for me? That just made me decide that I'm going to use more of Anang in my book. So my beautiful language is the Anang language. And so when I saw Kai Harris do that thing with English, that yaw and ain, I said, oh, why am I hiding my own language? What's this one? So I started using it the more. My last 3 to 4 books, I have made sure that a character in the work is incorporating the Anang language. So that is number 4, What the Fireflies Knew by Kai Harris. Coming in at number 3 is Nightmare in Sicily by Norma Michelle Egonu. Okay, this was a stories collection. I thought I was getting a literary fiction, but they were all beautiful. Like, all the stories in this book deserve to be there. Shout out to her cover designer, her editor. Norma Egonu Michelle just made me say, when am I going to be on this lady's active? I need to be an arc reader for Norma Michelle Egonu, and I'm putting it out here in the universe. I need to be a reader for Norma Michelle Egonu because she writes so beautifully. I'm looking forward to reading more of her book. It was a 4-star read. It was amazing. It was quick paced, and the pacing was just moderate enough to be understood. My second book for 2025 has got to be Ego is the Enemy by Ryan Holiday. This is a non-fiction read, and a lot of people said all manner of things about the book, but I went into that book and I was giving a mirror, like, this is you, Abbas. Like, just look at yourself in the mirror. This is your ego. A lot of things that we think is pride is not really pride, and Ryan just exposed those things. I was fascinated with the concept of using gifts versus not using gifts. Like, using your gifts and not using your gifts is the pride, and using your gifts is the humility. I was so fascinated. I thought hiding was the humility, but apparently it's not. And Ego is the Enemy. It's a beautiful. I used 3 months to read that book. I didn't want to rush it. Like, I got to a point, it was chapter 2, I realized that I'm not going to rush this book. I will not rush reading it. So I made sure I was always reading it with a pen and a paper. I read it for 3 good months. I took my time with every example he gave. I made sure to check back myself, reflect my examples, reflect on the to do things that he asked us to do in the book. You should totally read that way. If you are a growing creative, then you need to read Ego is the Enemy by Ryan Holiday. Okay, let's talk about my number one. Are you ready? My number one book of 2025 is Pesky Little Things by Stripes Literary Magazine. Okay, I'm biased. I agree. Anything you want to call me right now, I agree. I'm biased. I agree. I take it. I chest it. Listen, the reason why Pesky Little Things is my number one book is not because yes, I edit for Stripes Literary Magazine and yeah, no, it's because every poem in that book is so sublime, is so light yet very heavy. It's just like our contributors went out of their way to give us double-edged sword. A poem can be talking about something as little as a cockroach and still be talking about mercy. Like Praying Mantis was talking about the mantis, but it was talking about forgiveness and mercy and family. Then Rust by Felix Eshed was talking about rust on a cloth, but was talking about decaying bodies, cancer, terminal illnesses. Tea Stain by Kelme Courtney was talking about tea stain by her husband, but was also talking about repeated mistakes. And all those things put together just made Pesky Little Things my number one book for the year 2025. So, what is the real question? The real question is not how many books you read in 2025. Actually, the real question is which books did you enjoy the most in 2025? And that is why I want you to leave in the comments. Tell me which books you enjoyed the most in 2025. Also, if you want to see my full list of my top 25 reads for 2025, then you subscribe to my personal newsletter. My personal newsletter, the link will be in the description. You can subscribe today and you get the list, my top 25 books for 2025. Love you. Bye.